I said lightning never strikes twice. I was wrong. Okay. I'll cop to it. I'll own up. I'll own up to my faults. It's so stupid. As we await a briefing from officials, here's what CNN knows so far. A person has been detained connected to the incident at Trump International Golf Club, according to a law enforcement source. Secret Service fired at the suspect, according to multiple sources, and a long gun has been recovered. Officials believe an armed individual intended to target Trump, per John Miller, CNN, and Evan Perez. Yo, God was like, dude, drop out. Now it's like God is telling you something, Trump. You should probably listen. Okay? God's like, come on, dog. Get out of this race. It's over. It's done. It's a sign, dude. You know the shooters were white because they haven't called them terrorists or immigrants yet? I mean, I hope. Okay? As always, we are praying. We are praying that it's yet another registered Republican white guy. Okay? The whitest man you've ever seen. God forbid it's anything else. If it's anything else, we're so cooked, okay? Donald Trump apparently, like this morning, as soon as I went live, I heard that there were shots fired in the vicinity of Donald Trump when he was at his golf course, okay? Here's what happened, okay? We didn't know what the details were, but details are coming out now. Turns out that the guy had an AK-style weapon. They believe that he had an AK-style weapon. Secret Service saw it, shot at him, missed. Then the guy got away. A male with a high-power rifle was seen near Mar-a-Lago Golf Course in Florida around 2 p.m. Two people familiar with the matter told CBS News. The man was pointing the rifle at the golf course where the former president was located at the time, and the U.S. Secret Service agents engaged in the suspect, firing multiple shots. They missed. Not only did they miss, but he got away, and then they made the arrest on I-95 in Martin County, Florida. Suspect at the incident at Trump's golf course was arrested on I-95. I believe they found him with drone footage or something. They were like scouring the area with drones. So the only shots that were fired in Trump's vicinity were actually fired from the Secret Service in the direction of the assailant. So that's what the latest is. Donald Trump is fine. The shooter didn't shoot at him. He didn't miss. He didn't get the opportunity to. We don't even know if he's like fucking regular Florida man or was like actually a dude. Cause like that's the one thing in the United States of America that is so crazy. Like it could be a fucking Florida man. You know what I mean? Cause we don't know. Like was he like actually aiming the AK-47 in the vicinity of the fucking golf course? Is he just like a regular Florida guy hanging out? I don't know, because it's fucking Florida. It's Florida. So I don't know. I genuinely don't fucking know. That's what's so goddamn crazy about the situation. AK is weird to bring to the woods. Dog, do you know? First of all, you're not wrong. Except you're so wrong because we're talking about Florida. Like, I get what you're saying on principle. I understand what you're saying. Except with the Florida exception, okay? Like, you're right. You're so right. Except the last school shooter, for example, was using a fucking AR-15 to hunt deer. The last school shooter that was apprehended, there's video footage of him taking down a deer, and he's literally hunting the deer with a fucking AR-15. Laura Loomer, I am driving to West Palm Beach, Florida to cover the attempted assassination of President Trump. I'll be posting updates from the scene once I get there. Protect President Trump at all costs. Now, I'm no big city lawyer, but Donald Trump did say he hates Taylor Swift far too close to this attempted assassination, as far as we know. Okay? Look, I'm no big city lawyer, but don't fuck with the Swifties, dog. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I don't know where fucking Cutie is. No, I'm just kidding. Trump released a statement. Let's see what he had to say. Piers Morgan. There were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well. Nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender. I will always love you for supporting me. Unity, peace, make America great again. May God bless you, Donald J. Trump. What is this? I've been briefed on reports of gunshot fired near former President Trump and his property in Florida, and I'm glad he's safe. Violence has no place in America. End wokeness. You called him a threat to democracy and a day one dictator. You own this. It's like no one believes you. Okay? You can cry all day, every day. We know what your account looks like, man. You can't just be like, words are violence, sweetie. You like, if words are violence, like you're trying to kill Haitians right now. Like that's your goal. Last week, you were trying to kill trans people. This week, you're trying to kill Haitians. Donald Trump directly calls out, makes direct calls for violence on a regular fucking basis. Like, what is Kamala Harris saying that is like calling violence against Donald Trump? That like she wants to do his border proposal? Wow, that's really fucking violent, dude. I can't believe it. Democrats are too pussy to actually fucking do anything about the Republican Party, let alone use strong language when discussing the Republican Party. Okay? Nobody believes this shit. Violence has no place in America is so funny. We are the most violent nation, dude. One thing I do know is that copycats exist, right? Like once there was one guy that did it, other people will try to do it as well in order to either make a name for themselves or whatever. If they find this to be like a mechanism where they can get like fame, instead of going to fucking schools or malls or whatever, they might like actually start opening fire on Donald Trump over and over again. At which case, we might actually get some fucking gun control, which is crazy. I guess that's the silver lining of the situation overall. What, Florida State Rep John Snyder? His father is the sheriff in Martin County where the suspect was arrested. Trump's golf course suspect is a white male in his mid-60s. Oh my God. Oh my God. White male in his 60s. Oh my fucking God. Bro, let me tell you something, okay? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. The AK style weapon is not confirmed. The shooter is not confirmed. We don't know shit yet. Okay. Wait for confirmation. But oh my God, I will lose my fucking mind. I will lose my fucking mind. Okay. In order of funniest to scariest. Okay. Number one, it's just a random kick streamer style fucking gun guy who just wanted to shoot content and didn't realize that it was like, you know, near the fucking golf course or some shit. Okay, that would be the funniest outcome. Number two, second funniest number one funniest outcome is registered former Trump supporter who is now mad. Registered Republican, former Trump supporter who's fucking insane and very upset at Trump for one reason or the other because he's like fucking Laura Loomer and he wanted to fuck Laura Loomer or like for any number of different reasons, okay? Former January 6er, that type of shit. Because Donald Trump said he lost and he saw the Nick Fuentes video and he got really fucking mad. That would probably be the funniest outcome. Not saying that these are what happened, okay? This is not even like speculation. I'm just memeing, okay? Number two, funniest situation would basically be like if it was a random Florida man who just had a gun on him and they just tried to shoot him immediately. And they were like, oops, never mind. He wasn't even like intending to kill the president or anything. He was just a gun guy. And then obviously you go past that point and it becomes like not funny, but actually scary in terms of societal consequence. If the guy's a Democrat, if the guy is if the guy's a Democrat, or if they're a Swiftie, that would be kind of funny as well, because like Swifties are so powerful, especially as like a voting block, and also in terms of like purchasing power, that they won't like, and many of them are white, so they won't get like the same level of scrutiny. But if it's like a fucking Democrat or a leftist or some shit like that, or if it's a migrant, oh my fucking Lord, or a trans person, you know, these are less likely outcomes, statistically speaking. And I do like that we have now become so genuinely unserious about this sort of shit. We're doing crazy speculations for funsies at this point because of how normalized this shit is. Trump immediately tried to fundraise off of this. Like, even he's not taking it seriously, okay? Even he ain't taking it seriously, dog. Look at this.
Well, Eric, as you just mentioned, the FBI has confirmed that it's now treating this gunman as an attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump. It's notable, Eric, that Trump's golf club, Trump International, is only 4.5 miles from Mar-a-Lago, where the former president resides. And if this gunman was waiting for the president, and certainly the former president follows a certain pattern of life, everyone knows he likes to play golf. If this man was staking out the former president, he wouldn't have to go far, just 4.5 miles from Mar-a-Lago to Trump International to play golf. It is notable that it was the Secret Service that...
Dude, that's pretty funny. He's not going to be able to golf anymore. I'm not kidding you. Like, all the fucking criminal trials and stuff, like, that sucks for him, right? But that's shit that you can make go away with money. And he's already farming his fucking Sims to get as much money as possible to, like, you know, pay for the legal fees and whatnot. But this, like, if he cannot golf any longer because of the high profile nature of this attempted assassination, that he might kill himself. Like, I feel like that's the one thing he enjoys, you know, in life. Like that's the one thing he does all the time. Prior to this incident, sources privately expressed concerns about Trump's safety while he's golfing. His clubs are surveilled by the U.S. Secret Service and are not open to the public. However, areas around his course, including Trump International and WPB, are visible from the outside. He likes his golf. He likes his musicals. He likes his Diet Coke. If they take one of those away from him, that's a lot of weight on the other two. And there's only so much Diet Coke you can drink throughout the fucking day. Charlie Kirk apparently found the guy's Twitter, but won't say it. He doesn't look like he's 58, and that's why I'm saying it's like libtard theory, okay? A Republican who's 58 would look way worse, you know what I mean? He's too skinny to be a fucking Republican, I'm gonna be honest with you. He could be a crank, though. He could still be a crank. Bro, this guy, oh my lord. Oh my lord. I'm looking at his shit right now, dude. His shit is, first and foremost, we can rule out Hasanabi head, because age demographic wise, you know, this is an old ass community nowadays. And that's always a fear that I have in my heart. But judging by his post, we know this motherfucker could have shot me, as a matter of fact, instead of Trump, if push came to shove. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he really loves, dude, this looks like a federal account. That's all I'm going to say. He likes Tulsi Gabbard. He has added Tulsi Gabbard, okay? We need some help out here in Kauai. I think he might have been like a Hawaiian pro-NATO Tulsi Gabbard fan. He loves NATO and loves Ukraine. Like this man has only posted about Ukraine, like, is crazy. I think this dude lost his dang mind on the Ukraine shit. What the fuck is this number? He's got like a phone number on here. Joe Biden, you should visit the victims in the hospital, the Trump rally victims, and attend the funeral of the fireman that died. Trump certainly never would. Show the world what real leaders would do. And you said Biden was dumb for talking about NATO. Okay, guys, I have an apology. I have an apology to make. I'm sorry. There is a NATO voter. It's this guy. It turns out I was wrong when I said, who the fuck is a NATO voter? Bro, he follows... Who the fuck follows Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III on Twitter? He follows Vivek Ramaswamy. He follows Radio Taiwan International. He follows a bunch of NAFO Andes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Live UA map, Euromaidan Press, Blue Sauron, provide coverage of the military side of the conflict. Bro got brainwashed by the feds. Dude, this is the most in this. Oh my God. I think this is like, we found it. We found the blue anon guy. I think he had some of the most unhinged takes about like getting Afghan fighters to go fight in Ukraine. He kept tweeting at Vivek and Nikki to not drop out. He follows Blinken. If this guy's real, his motive is that he believes Trump is anti-NATO and pro-Russia. Yeah. He was also like a Taiwan guy. He was so invested in the NATO shit. He was like, Bruno Mars Access. We're trying to serve the haiku stairs. Bruno helped with the nanatorium, and we need his help now to save this World War II landmark for our kids. Aid in Ukraine at gmail.com. Keith Amemiya. We must remove Rick from office. I'm thinking we could get Kirk Caldwell to join. Hunter Biden's son. They cannot convict Hunter Biden as the question on the application with no time frame. User or addict in the last 10 minutes, decade life. When? So any pot user at any moment cannot buy a gun. Oh my God. Bro is like invested in the State Department. He is so insanely pro American State Department that like that's the reason why when I saw this shit, I was like, is this a federal agent? Like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck? Elon Musk, I would like to buy a rocket from you. I wish to load it with a warhead for Putin's Black Sea Mansion bunker to end him. Can you give me a price, please? It can be old and used as not returning. Okay, he's schizo. Okay, a couple things that I've seen here. Okay, first of all, this man is schizophrenic. Okay, because ain't nobody is fucking putting their phone number. Ain't nobody's putting their fucking phone number. Okay. Wow, the same speech a week is best. I want a serious State of the Union type speech every time. I do not want trivial bullshit. I want a heartfelt on students killed, Gaza murders, Ukraine horrors, Taiwan, China murders, freedom, democracy. Oh my God, he is. He is the guy. He's the pro-Palestinian, pro-Ukrainian guy who is just like locked in, dude. What did he say to Seth Rogen? You and James Franco must use their status to meet with Kim Jong-un and show him we are friends and we want the best for him and his people. Dennis Rodman did it. James Franco, we cannot let North Korea spiral towards war. As civilians, we should go there and make friends with Kim Jong-un and show him we are normal humans. Oh my God, this guy's amazing. This guy's amazing. He's both a fucking NATO fan and also simultaneously like wants to open up the DPRK to the world. God, I love American politics. I love people that have just like these insane opinions, dude. How can all of these opinions be trapped in the same mind? How can these opinions all be in the same fucking mind? This is obviously a Russian PSYOP agent to make the pro-Ukraine NATO guy look insane. How could this be a fucking Russian PSYOP? Like, I was thinking about that. For sure. Cause like he has posted the most insane shit, right? France Elba, I wish someone in Haiti would reach out to me so I can supply thousands of NATO-trained Afghan soldiers very cheaply. I can send 1,000 soldiers today to defend. There are thousands of NATO-trained Afghan soldiers that are begging to join your police force for very cheap wages, $200 a month. There are 1,000 with passports ready to fly. R.C. Wu from the Institute for National Policy told me to work with you to defend Taiwan. I have thousands of Afghan soldiers. This is crazy. Tweets are being deleted. Oh, Elon is probably going after the account already. Oh my God. His last post was about the previous shooting copycat. Yeah, I saw that. If this is the Ryan Ruth in the news today, he seems like he's trying to arrange mercenaries for Ukraine. His posts are bizarre. I don't have LinkedIn. I can't go on his LinkedIn. If you want to fucking scour his LinkedIn and screenshot it, then that's fine. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh, holy moly. This guy is fucking insane, dude. Woo! This is the guy. If there are no more NATO voters, Ryan Wesley Ruth is dead or in jail for trying to kill the president. He is the NATO voter. He is the AUKUS Andy. He is the AUKUS Andy. Real Donald Trump. While you were my choice in 2016, I and the world hope that President Trump will be different and better than the candidate, but we all greatly were disappointed, and it seems you are getting worse and devolving. Are you R-worded? I will be glad when you are gone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is he a Bernard brother? Man with gun barricades himself inside business in 2002. Ryan Ruth, 36, in 2002, was arrested without incident at United Roofing, Greensboro police said. Ruth was wait, is this him? Ruth was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and possession of a weapon of mass destruction, referring to a fully automatic machine gun. I was not supporting Bernie, but now I am, as Sleepy Joe stands for nothing. No plans, no ideas, just as limp as Hillary. Bernie, give them hell. Fight to the death. No, the age checks out, dude. Age checks out. Ryan Ruth, 36 in 2002. Now he's like 50. What? Yeah, that's 58. Isn't that the same age? His picture, the picture says roofing in the back of the truck. He's a roofer. His FB is down, but it said he was from North Carolina originally. Okay, I don't want to toot my own horn. It took one photo and 3 seconds for me to say this guy's a libtard, okay? I'm just saying, I know my fucking hogs, okay? I saw this motherfucker, I was like, that's a libtard, bro. He's got libtard ass vibes. I fucking clocked it. I clocked it. No, ain't no fucking Republican has that body fat percentage at the age of 58, okay? I got the instincts. I do, okay? Holy moly. He invited Kim Jong-un to his house in Hawaii. Kim Jong-un, I would like to invite you to Hawaii for vacation. We would love to have you here and entertain you. With the current virus, it is vacant and private. It would be an honor to have you at our beaches. I am a leader here and can arrange the whole trip. Please come. At POTUS, your campaign should be called something like Kadaf. Keep America democratic and free. Trump's should be Massa. Make Americans slaves again. Master. Democracy is on the ballot and we cannot lose. We cannot afford to fail. The world is counting on us to show the way. Bro, he's so insane. Suspect in the Trump assassination was interviewed by Newsweek in Romania in 2022. According to the report, he helped recruit foreign fighters to volunteer for Ukraine.
Please tell me who you are and why are you here?
I'm 56 from the U.S. From North Carolina originally, so live in Hawaii now. So flew all the way from Hawaii.
Wait, it actually is Defend Taiwan? Like that's his actual sock account? He had a sock ready to go? I bet my ass he's a DDGer. I don't think, I think he's too old to be a Destiny fan. This is like a guy who used to be a Hasanabi head and then like lost his fucking mind and thought I was like pro Russia. Yeah, tell Putin to attack, draw him in so we can flatten Moscow. Putin must be killed and Moscow must be burned to the ground. Evil must be eliminated totally forever. One thing that we do know is that he is completely fucking insane. No, I know he went to Ukraine. He did. This guy did not watch you? No, I don't think so either. He was a Vivek head? Vivek Ramaswamy, you cannot quit. Why? You must stay on the ballot to end. You must fight. You must continue giving speeches and push all the way to the election day no matter... No, he was a fucking... No, he's not a Vivek stan. You guys are so dumb. He is hyper libbed up, dude. He is hyper libbed up. He 100% is like... He was saying that because he thought like he could eat away at like Trump's base of support or something. He's not mentally well. Oh, his website is down. He's not mentally well. You can see his business website. He just starts rambling. I could tell he's not mentally well from the fact that he fucking... sent messages, or not messages, he tweeted at like Zelensky directly to be like, give me a call. Of course he's bananas, dude. What are you talking about? Brian Schatz, I need your help. I am flying to Ukraine on Sunday to fight, but it is obvious they need our Patriot missile defense systems. Certainly we have some of those here that we can loan to Ukraine, and I can learn as a civilian how to operate. Help me change this war. You must expand your message with hundreds of bullet points. I've heard TJ swivel twice. Join forces with Nikki Haley now as VP to make a winning team, please. Need two-parter to win this. How to fix Ukraine, China, North Korea, and Iran. Can you make friends? International Women's Day. We all need to join together to support Tulsi for president. Oh my God, he's a Tulsi crank. He's a Tulsi crank. No. This, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are wondering, like, remember when I told you that like the American median voter is oftentimes a person who has opinions that are inherently contradictory, and it's very difficult to comprehend exactly what their worldview is. This is a person that goes above and beyond liberalism. Like, I think he was very libbed up. He was a Trump. So as far as we understand, he was a Trump voter in 2016, probably because Donald Trump ran against Hillary Clinton as an anti-war candidate. Remember that. He ran as an anti-war candidate, as a peaceful dove. So this guy probably voted for him for that reason. He was a fan of Tulsi, and then he was no longer a fan of Tulsi. Okay, so in 2020, he was a fan of Tulsi, and then he stopped being a fan of Tulsi because he's libbed up. He was a fan of Donald Trump, and then he became no longer a fan of Donald Trump. I think this guy is insanely fucking libbed up, okay? I think that this guy is insanely libbed up and very, very unhealthily obsessed with NATO and like helping NATO, beefing up NATO. And he's the guy who is like mentally ill that literally just listens to whatever fucking the news is telling them about like the big bad, the big evil, and he just hyper focuses on that. It makes it his hyper fixation, and he loses his dang mind. And it's interesting because he dislikes Joe Biden, likes Bernie, likes Tulsi Gabbard, likes Taiwan and Ukraine, wants normalized relations with Iran and North Korea, wants to bomb Putin directly. This guy's fucking awesome. Yeah, he is like oddly very pro-Palestine. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm telling you, it makes sense. Because like, what does television tell you? Television tells you this is objectively a good war. It's moral to continue prosecuting this war. It's moral to, even if the television man tells you death and destruction in Gaza is like actually totally valid, he very clearly does have in his mind like an anti-war principle. I think a lot of anti-war liberals went nutty mode with Ukraine because it was one of the first times that America was on the right side of history, even if their reasons for being on the right side of history were wrong. That is the reason why he became like insanely militant. Why was he pro North Korea then? He's not pro North Korea. I think he's just like, he's like an actual anti-war guy who is like also insane and thinks more war for Ukraine, but anti-war everywhere else. More war in Ukraine to defend Ukraine, which is an understandable position to have if you're like anti-war, but you're simultaneously looking at what's going on in Ukraine and you're like losing your mind over all these people dying for no reason. Why did he vote for Trump in 2016 and didn't get fooled by Russiagate? I think his perspective on Ukraine probably started after the invasion. I am beginning to think you are just crazy. Stop talking about shit about everyone else and get to work. Nobody wants a bunch of bullshit. I think you're a Republican and a Trump nut at this point. That gray streak in your hair is so stupid. Grow up or go away. Ryan in Hawaii. Why do you keep saying he's pro-Palestine? He's mentioned that he wants the murders in Gaza to stop. He's obviously nowhere near as invested in Palestine as he is in like the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, surprisingly enough. He mentions Gaza murders once, that's it. Some reporters are quoting his tweets, websites, interviews as to such as he's a partisan. As he voted in 2016 for Trump, it was heavily... No, he's super anti-Trump. I disagree, he's libbed up. He's being treated as a Bush Republican, never Trump Republican. Maybe they are libbed up now. Considering that the Democratic Party actively courts these voters, I would say that he is fucking libbed up. Okay? From his site, Israel must be divided equally between the Jews and the Palestinians, as no one should steal another's land and democracy must be put in place and nurtured for long-term stability. No, I don't think he's pro-Israel, chat. I think he's like a two-stater. This is the State Department guy, okay? -1 Kamala voter. Doesn't this account kind of read like a Republican's caricature of a radical liberal? It does, which is why I think like this is the one guy. They found it. They found the one guy. Yeah, in 2020, he was pro Tulsi. He is the reason why I said like there's no way this man is a fucking Hasanabi head is because he is vehemently anti-China. Remember what I told you about the median voter? There's like 5 priorities that you have to assign in order of like hierarchy. His number 1 priority is fuck Putin and free Ukraine through whatever means necessary. His number 2 priority is Donald Trump is an asshole and he fucking sucks. What is this? Communist 2, I think splitting all the rail project into many small parts and hiring all local groups to control individual columns and small parts of the project as we go. Let's use this project to help our struggling workers in the economy. No, he's not a fucking communist. You're so stupid. This is just like that fucking Trump supporter girl that I was talking to that doesn't believe that like dinosaurs existed, but also is like pro Medicare for all. You will be led astray. You have to look at like what their top priorities are. Okay. He donated to Warren and Yang in 2020, and I think Tulsi Gabbard as well. Like in terms of his like political opinions, not employed. Act blue, act blue, act blue. Kasich for America. John McCain. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He is a never Trump Republican. Oh my God. He was a John Kasich head. What the fuck? He was also a registered independent, I believe. His bio is literally about taking less and giving more back to America. He's not a communist. Oh, this is his website on his opinions. Oh my God. He ran for Honolulu mayor to save the Haiku stairs. The USA is the world leader, and we must behave as the world leader. We are obligated to foster human rights and democracy around the world. Okay, dude. Yo, this is the AUKUS voter. This is the AUKUS voter. I was so wrong. This is the NATO voter. Oh my God. We found him. We found him. We found the AUKUS voter. The Five Eyes voter. Dude, when Brandon kept saying, why did NATO? He was literally activated like a fucking Manchurian candidate, okay?
Good morning. Most wonder what I'm doing in Ukraine. This is about a center to help people when they come from other countries around the world have a location, someone to talk to as a greeting committee to get them in the location that they need to be. So that's the whole focus of this project, is to help foreigners be as useful as possible. So that's our mission and job here, to get everybody where they need to be to maximize their potential. And everyone here is self-funded, so everyone's out of money and struggling to buy fuel and get everything they need just to survive. So any support would be tremendously appreciated.
Yeah, I'm actually, someone just said that based on this guy's like political framework, donations, and overall output, he is the guy that is supposed to be on the CNN panel of undecided voters. Seems like the crank final boss. Yes. At Dave Matthews Band, we need an emotional tribute song for Ukraine as support stalls. I have lyrics and music to We Are One to rally global support. Please help me. I live near Jack Johnson and I'm sure he will help. Please. Adding Bruno Mars to make help. Yeah, Bruno Mars. I live in Hawaii and was in Ukraine for 8 months and I need help producing a tribute song for Ukraine. I have all lyrics and some music. Ukraine needs your support. This is literally, bro, this is kind of who Kamala was targeting to like vote for her. Dave Matthews, you have blood on your hands. He donated to Yang, Warren, Tulsi, Steyer, and Beto in 2020. I feel like you manifested this man by saying there are no people like this. Sometimes I'm wrong, okay? Most times I'm right. I did not realize that there was a guy like this. Okay, I am going to now change my position from there is not a single voter like this to there actually is a single voter. His name is Ryan Ruth, and he tried to assassinate the former president. This is a man that I have manifested in my feverish imagination, where I kept saying, there's no fucking NATO AUKUS voter, you dumbasses. There is no NATO AUKUS voter that was like formerly a Tulsi Gabbard fan, and now he won't be able to vote. I would have helped him produce that song, though. I mean, he's not dead. Republicans are gonna spin this so well against the Dems. Oh yeah, for sure. I have been to Ukraine twice for 8 months total, and communist Russia and Putin must be eliminated and dissolved at all costs, including boots on the ground. Taiwan should already have countless U.S. bases and must be defended. And Chinese communism and Xi Jinping eliminated for slavery and the murder of youth. Youth daily to harvest organs is a gross human rights violation, as well as global viruses and combative behavior. Oh, he's like China did COVID. Oh my God. Bro saw Team America and thought, damn, Kim Jong-un must be so lonely. Did you see his tweet about how he hates Viktor Orban? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He tweeted about Viktor Orban? No. Oh my God. He did not tweet about Viktor Orban. Oh my God. Did he tweet about Viktor Orban? I was moved by Lester Holt being emotionally shaken on last night's newscast. He is the first real human to show the gravity of this war, and he's the best man in the world in my book. I'll stand by his side with Lester to fight a war and have his back any day. I mean, he would be the guy who knows who Viktor Orban is. He was recruiting for Ukraine in a
I'm in the zoo with the lions and apes and bears. You probably won't make it.
Good luck with the video, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Can you hold this for me?
No, thank you.
How much time do I have before 12 gets here? Okay.
You don't have an ID?
If I show you my ID, can I go back into class?
Oh, you said 442? I thought you said 842.
Hey, my name is not Marquez Brownlee no more. It's Draco Malfoy. I don't do paper. I only do airdrop.
Well, the Ukrainians have a right to fight back.
I don't do paper though.
I don't care if you do paper or not. I'm looking for revolutionaries. Whatever people want to take this whole system down.
Bro.
Revolutionaries against communism, which he thinks is Russia is communist.
I'm a veteran. Like, do you need me?
What kind of veteran are you?
Bro, I served in Nuketown.
Well, I think it's better to serve and fight in the powers, fucking over the system.
Bro, give me a Glock and a Hellcat.
Take a look at this.
Bro, but I don't do paper though. I just told
Come
you
on,
that.
dude, then get away. We don't need people who aren't serious. If you're not serious,
I'm serious, but I don't do paper, bro.
How the fuck did y'all find this, bro? How did you find out that he was in a Gideon video randomly? How is that even fucking possible? How is that possible that this community has already figured out where this motherfucker, like Where's Waldo, has appeared over time? That is crazy. His name was revealed approximately 15 minutes ago. What the fuck is going on?
You're literally killing the environment.
we're moving on. You go ahead, have your lunch.
No, bro, I'm going to class.
Go to
I'm a
class,
scholar.
then. Go to class.
Wow, this hoe is Hogwarts.
This is craziness, okay? He's appeared too much. This can't be a coincidence. He's a hired actor, clearly. He's been hired by Gideon Zelensky in Taiwan, and now clearly Trump. What if we're all crazy and he's the sane one? Yeah. I already got clips of you saying he's pro-Palestine. It's a crazy world. I mean, it's true. He was. Right-wing spin machine has already begun. Man who tried to assassinate President Trump identified as Ryan Youth, an avid Biden-Harris supporter who called Donald Trump a threat to democracy. Fox News reporting that the man arrested with a GoPro, blah, blah, blah. I've been screen recording his social media. He's a Joe Biden and Kamala Harris supporter. Posted their claim that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. He also said he's been in Ukraine to fight in the war. He also posted, I have thousands of Afghan soldiers that wish to serve for the Haiti National Police at cheap wages. Why would you even bring that up? That has nothing to do. Oh, because she saw Haiti and was like, he's pro-Haiti. Like, that's what it is, right? That's what I think that's what she's trying to say. Dude, forget the FBI. This dude was on everyone's radar. Yeah, this dude is like, killed. Hashtag killed. Killing anywhere is extremely tragic. God, Twitter is so fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, dude. If all the blue verified checkmark accounts are so fucking stupid, it's like, this aged well. Like, come on, dude. There's so many funnier things you could say about this guy who obviously is like an insane person. That's what you're hitting him with? This aged well. You fucking suck. You're a loser. You have no interest in being funny or creative. Breaking, the Facebook account of Ryan Wesley Ruth, who tried to assassinate Trump, has been blocked. I managed to take a screenshot before. He's anti-Israel. I'm unclear what part of Israel the Jews own based on this historic map. Judea, perhaps. It seems historically to be all Palestinian. This is him. This is actually him. Anyway, let's get back to his interview in Newsweek in Romania.
Here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another. And it's just a matter of, you know, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united so that we feed each other and make sure that,
Yeah, his hair is blue and yellow because of the Ukrainian flag, I think.
you know, we all move forward as one collective.
So he clearly doesn't think Trump would have stopped the invasion. No, I don't think he thinks Trump would have stopped the invasion at all. It kind of feels to me like he thinks Trump is being very mean to Zelensky and is probably... The funniest part of this is I think he became a Russiagator after Russiagate, okay? I think he became a Russiagate guy like far after Russiagate was like even a thing. Like after MSNBC was like, all right, never mind. We investigated a lot of the stuff. There was a lot of like weirdly pro-Israel accounts involved in the election interference. We're just going to stop talking about this altogether. And he became a Russiagator way too late to the game because he voted for Trump in 2016, according to his own admission on his Twitter. This dude might have actually been hired by Ukraine to do this. Okay, calm down, dude. No, that's not what happened. No, this is a man who was, I think, acting out on his own, okay? This is a guy who literally was insane. A real go-getter, okay? The community found his telegram. That's crazy that y'all found his fucking telegram. Last seen on September 13th. Won't be on there any longer, let me tell you. I don't think Ukraine hired him, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He might think Ukraine hired him, okay? Like, and yeah, this is the like earliest thing that we found about him. Man with gun barricades self inside a business. He is from, I think this is literally where he's from originally. Things that we know about Ryan Ruth. He's a real go-getter. If he puts his mind to something, he's going to go out and do it. He's going to go out. He went to Ukraine. Okay. He literally went to Ukraine. He also personally, I think, tried to start a business in Hawaii to build houses for homeless people in Hawaii. Kwahale Homeless Concept generating offers of donations. Among them was a Kailua couple that pledged $40,000 to fund the construction of more tiny homes. Ryan Ruth, the owner of Camp Box Honolulu, which builds storage units and tiny houses, said his donation of a tiny house allows him to use his expertise to address a larger problem. It seems he lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, and moved out of the state in 2020. Not only did he live in Greensboro, but he also had a house in Hawaii as well. Because he mentioned that he has an empty house in Hawaii because he wanted to, I can't believe I'm saying this. He wanted to bring Kim Jong-un to his house as a guest to talk to him. Dude, also, he was BLM and ALM. Hashtag George Floyd protest, hashtag All Lives Matter. Local municipalities and states cannot continue to be allowed to provide their own oversight on law enforcement. It is a gross conflict of interest. The federal government must be compelled to always be the legal review of police action. This is incredible stuff, man. This is incredible fucking stuff. I think he wanted to fuck Kim Jong-un. Anyway, this is the earliest thing that we could find about him. Ryan Ruth was 36 at the time, was arrested without incident at 1 a.m. at Monday at United Roofing. Ruth was pulled over about 10 p.m. Sunday during a traffic stop, but he put his hand on a firearm and drove to United Roofing, where he remained barricaded inside. Ruth was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and a possession of a weapon of mass destruction, referring to a fully automatic machine gun. He was also charged with resisting, delaying, and obstructing law enforcement officer and driving while license revoked. He's in a semaphore video too?
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
That's Ryan Ruth, a U.S. citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help connect foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to over 100 soldiers every day, and pretty much everybody, all of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant and pretty much yelled at me every time that I suggested that we bring in Afghans.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. This chat is better than the CIA, dude.
The Ukrainian government didn't respond to our request for comment, but a source close to the officials in Kiev told Semaphore that their top concern is the question of loyalty in the thick fog of war.
The biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Those concerns aren't completely unfounded. Russia's notorious private military group, Wagner, has reportedly begun recruiting Afghan commandos.
All right, the rest of it is not about him. He was also trying to fucking recruit Afghan soldiers, bro. This dude is crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude. Holy moly. Incredible. God, I love the United States of America. Moments like this is my favorite shit, okay? Times like this, I'm like, God damn, I love the American political sphere and all of its bountiful content.
Unit. So, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and we enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good, and we all work together. And for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're all one unit, and we have to get along and work together and be normal human beings. This is 2022. We have to work together. It seems asinine that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind and just the basic moral values that are required by human beings these days. It blows my mind.
And what are you doing here in Ukraine?
My initial goal was to come and fight. I think, everybody around the globe should be motivated.
He was not allowed to fight, by the way. I love that, like, a guy whose standards, like, A military that is very desperate for foreign volunteers still looked at this guy and was like, nah, dog, we can't give you a weapon. But in the goddamn US of A, he can have all the weapons he needs, okay? That's the beauty of this country. This motherfucker failed the Ukrainian ASVAB, okay? I don't even know how they conduct it, but I do know that they're desperate for people, okay? They're desperate for bodies. And he was still not allowed. He was still not allowed to serve in the fucking Foreign Legion. And yet, in the United States of America, he can have all the guns he wants, okay? God, this country, man, this fucking country, we are such fucking freaks, dude. We are the freakish country, dude. We are the most insane country. A guy who was not allowed to carry a weapon in Ukraine can just like do whatever the fuck he wants here.
To come here and support the Ukrainians and support the army, no matter what gender, age, anything. Everybody should be here supporting the army. But I'm 56, so initially they were like, well, I have no military experience, so they're like, you're not an ideal candidate.
Damn it!
So they said, not right this minute. So plan B was to come here to Kyiv and promote getting more people here. You know, we need thousands and thousands and thousands of people here fighting with the Ukrainians. We need, you know, we've got 190 countries around the world, and we need thousands from all of them. If the governments will not send their official military, then we civilians have to pick up the torch and make this thing happen. And we've gotten some wonderful people here, but it's a small fraction of the number that should be here. If we have 5,000, you know, to 10,000 people here fighting, you know, that is just a minuscule amount of the 5 billion people on the globe. You know, we need everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kyiv. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support the Ukrainians. We were at a critical juncture in this war where we are sitting on the fence as far as whether good or evil is going to win. You know, right now we're looking at a situation where the world is waning and it's thinking that this is important or not. And we're at a point where, you know, all right, are we going to stand for humanity, for human rights, for everything that is good with the world? Or are we just going to ignore it? You know, if everybody is complacent and doesn't join this fight, then guess who's going to win? It might take 10 years, but we're going to lose this battle if everyone around the globe does not stop what they're doing.
He also wrote this book called Ukraine's Unwinnable War: The Fatal Flaw of Democracy, World Abandonment, and the Global Citizen Taiwan, Afghanistan, North Korea, and the End of Humanity. Oh my God, he wrote a separate book presenting the book on Amazon. Roosters crow here. I sit at 5 a.m. I shot a white rooster yesterday, and they normally run off screaming, but this one was paralyzed and could no longer walk. And what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna stop reading that. He's insane.
Get off the couch and come to Ukraine and defend the human rights of everyone around the globe. This is the most important thing going on in the world today. So sitting around and letting life go on as normal.
He also stopped a rape. He fought and chased a suspected rapist and later assisted the police in an investigation. Makes him a super citizen, if not a superhero. For his efforts, Ruth was awarded Law Enforcement Oscar by the Greensboro chapter of the International Union of Police Association. A statue shaped like an Academy Award rests on the mantle of his living room. Ruth received the Oscar for being the Citizen of the Year. I hope that everybody else would have done the same thing in the same situation, Ruth, 25, said. When these types of incidents happen, most of what you do is just impulse. You're just reacting. I was happy to be at the right place at the right time. I'm so glad this guy didn't die. Yeah, I can't wait. He's going to write the most insane book. He is the main character. We're just the background. This guy's like a fucked up Forrest Gump. He's like, yeah, he's the Forrest Gump, but for NATO. He also wrote this article for that newspaper in 1995. Graffiti is giving city an ugly black eye. Miss Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, looks like a sharp person for VP. I would support her. Did Hillary decline? What the fuck? Prison call, interview him on the pod. I would love to do that. I am, however, afraid that if he ever gets out of prison, he would assassinate me for not being sufficiently pro-Ukraine. This is the exact type of guy who would go around being like, this motherfucker is in the pocket of Vladimir Putin. I know it. or pro-China. He was not very good at assassinations, true, but he's definitely the type of guy who is a go-getter. He's not going to stop.
Complaining about gas prices and complaining about, you know, your luxury life in whatever country you live in is unacceptable. As human beings, we must support each other. We cannot turn our backs on anyone around the world.
All right, boring yapper. You know what's really funny about it? Perhaps because of the fact that he didn't do anything, like he couldn't do anything, this is not as easy of a case to stick on him as well. Like how are they going to find I mean, I'm sure this guy is so insane. He probably wrote a fucking manifesto, but like, given the way that American laws work, it would be very funny if technically he didn't do anything illegal. Because like in the state of Florida, this is a defendable case. Because in the state of Florida, if he doesn't have like a fucking straight up manifesto, in the state of Florida, what was his crime? He just had a fucking gun. That's not illegal. Like he had a gun on I guess like, is it public property? No, is it private property? Like, was he brandishing? Because if he wasn't fucking brandishing, like, it should be, but I don't think it's a crime to have like a registered firearm. Didn't they say shots were fired? No, he didn't do anything. He didn't fire any shots. It was Secret Service that, no, it's not. This is federal, brother. Attempted assassination still counts even if he didn't fire a shot. I know. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking like, put your defense attorney hat on for a second and think about the ways in which you can get this guy off. It's not as crazy as you think, because like they have to prove that he had like an assassination intent. They have to prove that he at least like intended to assassinate the president. You know what I mean? And I feel like a really good lawyer could potentially be like, no, this guy was just, he was just hunting. Like, I'm thinking hard about the ways I can get this guy off. Ew. A good Florida defense attorney will get this guy to stay in a luxury mental hospital. Problem is, all the good Florida defense attorneys, I think, are probably pro-Trump, like super invested in Trump. Jayoma will get this guy off. Call Jayoma. This is the case of his life. Get him on this immediately. I swear to God, dude, get him to fucking pass the bar. That shit's easy for him in the state of Florida. He would do it. Isn't aiming at the former president intent? Excuse me, Your Honor. Who said he was aiming? He wasn't even brandishing. Your Honor, my client is a misunderstood man.